Hammer Smash, 103.7 FM, CFBU. This is Hammer Smash, Joey.
And it's Metal Mike. How's it going today, Joe?
It's going pretty good, Metal Mike. It's going pretty good. Yeah, I think you're probably in a way better mood, though, because you met the man yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
You met him.
Met the man. We're not going to tell you exactly who that is. There's a hint. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. We've both had crazy weekends.
We did.
We've actually both had crazy weeks.
We did. We had some crazy weeks, crazy weekends, a very busy weekend. You know, I'm just getting back from Springalicious as well, kind of flip-flopping back and forth with that, and Comic-Con.
I've done the typical Metal Mike series of odd jobs this weekend.
You did. Yeah, you helped someone move some things, and you got paid in half-eaten Cheetos.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about in the show. We could start. We'll mention. We saw Slayer.
Yeah, that's right. On Tuesdays. Yeah, right off that. We'll, one of our first bits we're going to talk about for sure is our time at Slayer, because that was on Tuesday, and still thinking about it, man.
Absolutely.
I really am. I was thinking about it today, actually. I was thinking about headbanging to Hell Awaits, actually, but we'll get into that later on. And we both saw each other at Comic-Con, so we can talk about that. What went on in Comic-Con.
Yeah, we're both there, so we'll talk about that as well.
We'll talk about what I got. I'm holding in my hands right here.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. Bring that up later.
And I went a little deep on the music today. I brought in a bunch of stuff that I could almost guarantee that you haven't heard of.
Yeah, you went pretty underground today, but I like that. I like that, finding different bands that I've never really heard of before, some obscure metal. So Metal Mike's going to take us on an obscure train of music today, going in the underground.
And we got new music as well. So we got brand new Ghost. We have...
Yeah, it is a pretty big week for new music as well. The new Kataklysm 2 came out this week. Yep. So yeah, that'll be good. We'll play both those bands this week. And what also I'm really looking forward to, Metal Mike, is the first thing you told me when you saw me come out of the car. You're like, oh, buddy, I got a story for you. And when Metal Mike says that, when he goes off with a, oh, buddy, well, I got a story for you, it's usually really good.
It's just, it was so, the only thing I could say about it right now was that it was just absolutely bizarre. I have no idea what to make of what I saw on the 406 on the way here. So we'll talk about that a little bit later.
If you're on the 406 and you did see what happened, you know, text or give us a message on the Hammer Smash Facebook and let us know about it.
If you're one of the 3 other cars that are in the vicinity of this event happening, please let me know.
I'm looking forward to hear that. But we'll talk about that after a Slayer talk. I really want to dig into that because we haven't really kind of talked about that so much, because the next day after Slayer, we were quite hungover and very, very sore. And I think mostly what we talked about is how sore we were. So
yeah,
we didn't really dive into the show. So yeah, we'll really dig into that. Talk about all the bands and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but we're gonna start the show off tonight with a song that I really. Okay, so we played them last week. Was the new Dopethrone.
Yep,
we played new Dopethrone.
Guys from Montreal, some Stoner Doom.
And I was listening to the record actually on the way to Comic-Con, and I was listening to the record, killer record by the way. But there's a song on it that really stood out to me. Now the song I'm going to play for you is called KingBilly Kush, but you might recognize that it's a low-key cover of ZZ Top's Tush.
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
Check this out. Give this one.
All right, right on.
Ears.
We're going to kick off with some Stoner Doom, some Stoner Sludge. By the way, I love the tone of these guys. Can't wait to hear more of this album.
Check this out. KingBilly Kush, Dopethrone on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. The blood of Christ. Obese legions fed to the ravenous wolves. Coming out of London here on Hammer Smash 103.7 CFBU. And that's London, Ontario, by the way. So rep that local Canadian stuff.
Repping that Canadian metal right off the bat. Two in a row. And man, those guys are doing really well. They just played with Goat Whore, who was it? Satyricon, and I think it's just Goat Whore and Satyricon. Yeah, because Inquisition got taken off the bill. But yeah, these guys are just doing really great. Blood of Christ. They just came out with the new album off CDN, and it's good death metal. I really dig this death metal.
And then what'd you think of that ZZ Top?
Oh,
cover?
buddy, I didn't take my headphones off because I was just, whoa, this is awesome.
So awesome. I'm just looking for some Kush.
Yeah, that was
so good.
That was good. The riff is a good really good stoner doom riff. I never even thought of that.
I think
until I
actually-
heard it in a stoner doom style.
A lot of ZZ Top riffs would be very good stoner doom riffs.
We got to cover Give Me All Your Lovin'.
Oh yeah,
Dusty. That's awesome.
We can do that.
We could. Yeah, that's good, man. That's something I learned today. Right on. Hey, let's get into it, though, Metal Mike.
Boy.
Let's talk about it.
All right,
let's do it.
Let's go.
Slayer. Dude,
Oh my
I don't
God.
remember anything in between
No.
the shows, but Slayer, I like 100% remember. Like everything. You know how like you have a certain memory of something, and like when you just think about it, you can like put yourself in the shoes of that memory that you have.
Yeah, just like go
I've been
back.
doing that all week with Slayer, just like putting myself in the shoes of headbanging and being in that spot, and I really do. I remember everything, and the riffs and all that. Pictures help too. But.
Well, of course. Well, let's start off with the beginning of the night.
Okay, yeah. Let's start off with the very first, because there was a pretty stacked lineup.
Well, even before we do that, we check in at the hotel. It was you, me, the mighty Arab from Jerusalem,
Yep.
Juris, and
A 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
That's awesome.
And we're in the hotel room, and we start off with a little bit of pre-refreshments.
Pre-refreshments and wrestling.
And yeah, we're giving each other a wrestling move.
You gave me the best suplex ever.
Best
was
suplex
so-
that may have ever been done in history.
I was so impressed.
And 2 people got to see it.
Yeah, I know. Only 2 people saw it, and no one videotaped it. I got a video of me giving you the sharpshooter, though.
Sharpshooter, yeah. So we got pre-lit.
Yeah, that was fun. A good pump up right there.
After the show.
We were a little late, though. We did catch like the very end of Panzerfaust. I'm pretty sure we got like the last note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we walk into, they're playing like a little bar that's inside of the Budweiser property there. And yeah, we got like the last note.
Yeah.
And then they left.
Yeah, we barely got caught the show.
And then we didn't really see much of Testament either, for some reason.
No, but you know what? I do remember hearing a lot
heard
of them.
them.
Yeah, I remember
they
hearing
sounded
them.
fine.
Yeah, they sounded awesome. But yeah, so Testament, we didn't get to see very many of much of it, but it still sounded awesome. Right after Testament was it Behemoth? I think it was.
Yeah, Behemoth.
Behemoth, I do remember. Behemoth because I was paying attention because it was kind of cool because I've never really seen a band like evil black metal
That dark.
out during the day.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. It was cool. It wasn't like when I saw them do the Satanist live. Like nothing's gonna compare to that. Like that was amazing. So for the second time, me seeing them, it was just like, look at that, it's Behemoth. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And your second time too, as well.
Yes. And but you know what too? It's like, I'm sure like if you were in front of the stage, you would get that feeling like you're inside of like a club because
Yeah.
there is the roof that overhangs, but we're on the lawns, right? So, we're way back and the sun is shining on us.
Yeah.
You're still kind of in that. We were still kind of in that stage of, trying to get our drinks in order.
Yeah, get
trying
all
to find a
comfortable
proper
with
spot.
everything. And but it's still good. Still good
yeah.
stuff. And then who else we had? We had Anthrax. The only thing I remember from Anthrax is Indians.
Yeah.
I really do. That was, I don't know, maybe we were off getting some more drinks or something like that. But
Man, I gotta say, for real, and you could say what you will about Anthrax, but live, man, they were phenomenal.
oh God,
I
yeah,
think
totally.
They got so much energy, like they're running around and they just put on a killer show.
Yeah, they were awesome, and Joey Belladonna sounds incredible.
Oh my God,
he crushes it.
yeah.
Yeah, really good
So they
stuff with
slayed it.
Anthrax.
Anthrax slayed.
Now, this is the part I want to try to refresh some memories.
Oh, yes.
Because Lamb of God was the one for sure I know I got to. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. We had lawn seats.
Yes,
We had lawn
we
tickets.
were on the lawn.
Yeah, we had lawn tickets, so therefore we should have seen the show from the lawn.
Yeah.
However, we didn't. I have no idea how, but we did somehow get to pretty close to like the pit area.
Now I'm not sure when you got there because you were there with Juris before Etienne and I got brought.
Yeah, Juris got me close up there somehow.
So there's we were in the seats that are basically right before the floor at that point. Once because Juris comes up to us and just guides us in, and we just take people's seats. And then let me tell you, I wasn't really feeling Lamb of God from the lawn, but then when we got to the seats,
Really? Okay, that's cool.
and we were up close, it changed the perspective, man, because I started to feel the band.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
interesting you say that because for me, when I saw Lamb of God, I was already there because I got there first, being right up there. The mighty Arab got me there somehow, so I did see Lamb of God from the very front. And yeah, I totally agree with you. When you see Lamb of God you got to be close.
It's
you
full
got
of energy, man.
My first time seeing Lamb of God was like '09 with Metallica, and I was up in the nosebleeds, and it wasn't that exciting because Lamb of God has so much energy, and you got to really be in there. You got to be in the energy. So that was pretty cool that we at least got that close for the Lamb of God.
Well, once we got close, man, they killed it.
Oh yeah, and Randy Bly, he's just unbelievable front man.
Absolutely.
He's so good. He really knows how to pump up the crowd. They sounded live. I was air guitar into like pretty much everything. It was awesome.
And then the curtain closed.
And the curtain closed. The sky got dark. It got dark fast. Like Lamb of God, it was light, and then it's almost like the universe knew that Slayer was going on. It just went black.
Maybe they hesitated for a little bit.
They might have.
For it to get darker.
Yeah, that might have been a thing for sure, because it really set the mood. And, you know, they built it up. They had the smoke going. They had fire going. They had all the, you know, the Slayer lights, different Slayer lights on the curtain.
Many different banners going on behind.
Yeah, a lot of different banners. And then
lots of fire.
It kicked in.
Dude, the amount of fire, like you felt the fire.
Did you see the fire, how it like formed an X or a cross, like an upside down cross?
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
That was real cool.
That was creative. And yeah, you could feel the fire for sure.
I felt like, you know what I was thinking while I was there? When I was watching the fire go off, I was thinking like, imagine doing an Inferno match in WWE.
An Inferno match.
Like, you know those Inferno matches where they have the fire going around the ring?
What a crazy idea.
Like, how hot must that be?
I know, right?
I feel that fire. I was listening to a documentary one time, and it was like Jim Ross talking about watching an Inferno match, and he's like sitting ringside next to the ring, like it's brutal because when the fire goes up, you know.
Well, think about it. They're wearing suits and stuff like that. Think about how Slayer feels, dude.
Oh my god,
right there,
for real.
Yeah, it was, but it really helped. Really set the mood. Like when Hell Awaits went on. Oh god, dude, when Hell Awaits happened. Oh my god, it was so good. It was just the biggest pump up ever. It was so crazy. And there's so many of the songs, you know, like when we heard South of Heaven, Seeds of the Abyss,
Dead Skin Mask.
Oh man, Postmortem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they sounded phenomenal.
They sounded amazing. Tom Araya sounded great. He shaved his Santa Claus beard. He was back to the regular Tom Araya look.
He's got he nailed the Angel of Death scream.
He did.
Nailed it.
Wow, did he ever. They closed with that one.
Too, yeah,
they ended that one. That was cool. And they played they had the Jeff Hanneman banner in the background because that is his song and probably Slayer's most famous, along with Raining Blood. But for me, man, what was really cool about it was like, oh, that's just like the band I listened to when I was a kid so much, like an angry teenager listening to Slayer all the time. My band back in the day, we were called South of Heaven. We covered Raining Blood. By the way, they played those songs back to back, so that was really cool. And I don't know, for me, just like watching them was just really nostalgic.
It was really cool, man. You know, and when the show ended and everyone was leaving, we sat there. We just sat.
Do you remember that?
And watched the guys tear down Slayer. And you know what, man? Imagine being a roadie.
Oh god, there was so many. We eventually got kicked out.
Yeah,
but I remember why we sat down because I just was like, man, Mike, just sit down, just take it all in. And I remember saying to you at one point, I'm like, dude, we saw the end of Sabbath, and we just saw the end of Slayer. Like, just take that all in. It was definitely something to really think about, though, man. Two of the biggest bands in metal, we both saw them come to an end.
Because if you can't see them in their peak and their prime, see them on their way out.
Yeah, because unfortunately we weren't really alive.
Nope.
when they were in there.
Man, you should have seen Slayer in like the 80s, man.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah? Yeah. Tell me how I should have done that.
Yeah, how was I going to do that? You gonna make me born somehow?
Yeah.
No, you're not God, so relax. So, we saw them at the end, dude, and it was awesome. So glad I saw them. They put on such a killer show. Guys are like almost pushing 50. I think they are in their 50s. But, gosh, so much energy. Kerry King was still headbanging. I was headbanging like crazy. Oh, my God. So, got to mention this, too. We sat next to Jay Decatur.
Yes.
Yeah, Jay from Decatur. He was right there. So that was really cool. Got to experience the show with him. Yeah, you just happened to be right there.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Got to experience that with him.
We also saw Jill from Niagara Metal.
We did. We saw Jill. Juris saw Cam while he was taking a pee, and he was asking about Craven.
Of course. Anyway, so we're going to come back from this little break here in a second, and we're going to play some live Behemoth.
Yes, some Behemoth live. You're going to hear what it sounded like live. Not at the show, but off of their Messa Noir DVD. But nonetheless, we're going to hear some live Behemoth next after the break.
Oh boy, you just heard some 6 Months of Sun, the song The Barbarian, coming out of Switzerland, I would like to believe.
Ooh, that might be a first. I haven't heard of a Switzerland band before. 6 months of sun, that would suck.
Yeah, right?
Really would suck. But I guess, you know, it sounds kind of brutal, so it would be a good metal band name. That's for sure.
Well, there was there's the movie. What is it? 6 Days of Night. Remember that movie?
6 Days of Night.
Was it 6 Days of Night? It was like a vampire movie. It's like out in like Alaska or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's like they go through this thing. I think it's 6 days or like something like that. And then it's like just nighttime for like a certain. And it does happen in places up north.
Remember NASA said something like, I guess it was supposed to happen like a couple months ago, that we were supposed to have like a week of no daylight or something because of a comet passing or something.
No, but,
that'd be cool though, man. Like 2 weeks, just complete darkness.
Yeah, get the day off work probably.
Yeah, definitely. How would you go to work? Yeah.
No, no, it's a vampire movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all right.
It's time to hear
a Metal Mike story. Yeah. Let's lay it on me, Metal Mike. Because if I get out of the car and first thing you say to me is about this story. Yeah. And like I've kind of been holding on to this now since 8:50. Yeah, and now it's cool. Yeah. Basically an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lay it on me, Metal Mike. Let's hear this story.
There you go. So I'm on my way. To a friend's house, right? I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the 406.
This is before the show today?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm coming off. So there's that piece of stretch where you get off the QEW and get onto the 406, right? And you come around that bend. That's right where kind of where the brick is. Like if you right off the highway is like the brick, and if you go down a little further, you get off on 4th Ave, right?
Okay.
So I'm there, and I just had come around that bend. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at my rear view, and then this car is kind of like, tailgating me. I'm like looking at him because I stare at people when I drive. I'm a maniac. Anyways, I look in my rear view mirror, and I can see someone in the back seat just freaking shaking. They're like shaking, like, Rah! You know what I mean? Like, just like grabbing, like I can see them grabbing the seat and just like shaking. And I was like, what the hell's going on, right? I thought maybe it was like, their kid just acting a fool or something. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I keep driving, and then they pull over. A door opens. Someone gets out. And this is on the 406. Someone gets out.
You're still driving while you're witnessing this, right?
This is all happening in a matter of like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And he pulls over. One person gets out of the car, closes the door, and starts walking up the hill off the highway, and the car takes off.
No way.
What just happened? Did he kick this guy out of the car, man?
There's so many questions now I have. Like, what was this guy doing? Why was he shaking? Was he pissed? Was the guy that left the car, was he the one that was shaking?
I don't know, man. But the car pulls over, he gets out and just walks up the hill, and the car drives away.
Where did he go? Where do you think he went? Like, where does it?
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
To the top of the hill, there's a 10-foot fence.
You really have to piss someone off to kick them out on the highway. It's like that.
I'm gonna pull this car over, and you're gonna get out.
You know what? If you don't shut up, if you don't keep touching my ox cart and putting on that crap, you're getting kicked out.
And they followed through. He kicked him out of the car.
Kicked him out of the car. Good for him,
man.
Someone one time did that to me. One time when I was driving in the car. I don't know. I was probably being an ass, and what was it? He just said something about like, oh, you can walk home. And I was like, fine, I will. I got out of the car, and I started walking. He's like, I don't know, come on back, come back. And he bought me ice cream.
And that's what I call a sticky situation.
Yeah, nice. That's for sure, man. Wow, what did he have to do to be kicked out on the highway?
On the highway.
And
like he committed,
how bad?
He walked up the hill, and the car left.
He committed, man.
The car left.
Just like took off, like completely.
Yeah. Unreal.
That's a cool thing to see.
I was perplexed.
I was expecting like to say, I don't know, maybe like a car accident or something. Something
no.
crazy.
I would have told you that immediately, probably. But
yeah.
No, yeah. I'm just left in wonder.
The car.
Left in wonder. Who were the participants and what were they up to?
That's always the best because then you could just come up with so many different stories in your head.
Yeah.
I bet that's all you thought about on the ride back.
Dude, when I got to my friend's house, that's the first thing I told her was like, you got to hear what happened in the 406.
Good old 406. A lot of crazy things going on there.
Classy.
Yeah. Reeves just sitting there right now on the on the QE though.
Maybe it was
down by the pirate ship.
Reeve.
Yeah, maybe it was Reeve. Just
I passed the pirate ship. I got to go back.
Yeah.
No,
apparently you can hear it in Hamilton though. That's news.
Hey, yeah. So if you're in Hamilton right now and listening,
Yeah, give us a shout out.
How's it going?
Yeah.
You literal hammerheads.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we call the listeners of Hammer Smash Radio hammerheads, but the people that are in Hamilton are literally hammerheads.
Or if everyone else is a hammerhead, right? Are they the Hammertons?
The Hammertons? Whoa. Well, and it's also Steel City, so they like steelheads, like steelhead sharks, steelhead hammerhead sharks. No, steelhead's a fish. Yeah.
Copperhead is a snake.
Yeah, it is. Look at us, eh?
Doomhead is a person.
Doomhead. What a great character, man. What a great character. I'm actually, when I was at Comic-Con, I was looking for like a Rob Zombie shirt or Doomhead, something like that. And I actually was sad I didn't see anything.
Yeah, nothing.
But hey, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. We're going to talk about Comic-Con. Let's fire in some more music, though. But what we're going to do right now, let's dig into some more music.
We got
some new music. Yeah, we got a treat.
Let's talk about what you have here, Joe.
Yeah, some physical music. Dude, I got this that I'm holding in my hand, the box.
Oh, I hear the box.
A lot of stuff in it. I got this in the mail, like, right before Slayer. Really perfect, right in time.
Yeah, because I remember getting in the car and saying, like, Joe, what's this box?
And I'm like, hey,
you got this box in
for
the
us.
car. I got no room for my beer now.
No, it's a box. And, no, it's good stuff. A lot of music in here, a lot of merch from the band Thy Kingdom Slum. These guys are from Windsor. Some good, like, doom sludge metal. I want to thank Trevor for sending it to me. He reached out to the guys at Hammer Smashed and, just talked to us and said he was going to send us some music. We got it in the mail. We got a whole bunch of CDs, stickers, picks, and, just a nice care package. We'll probably keep some so we can play it on the air. And
we'll be talking about some ways that we can
do contests.
Get you some of these.
Because we got lots here, so we got to give these out to you hammerheads and take a listen to this because it's good stuff, man. I like the sludge doom. Usually when you hear sludge, it's tough to hear. You don't really hear much doom because there is a little bit of a difference for sure. But these guys really mix the sludge and the doom well, and the stoner too. So we dig that.
Yeah. So we're gonna play a song off that record.
Let's fire it off right now.
And what's the name of the record there, Joe?
The name of the record is A History of Descent, and it's their EP. And, if you take a look on it, it says, like, classified, top secret. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's like a file.
It has that, like, manila color.
Yeah. It's very top secret, so it feels like it's important.
It is important.
Yeah, it is very important. So I'm excited to play this right now on Hammer Smash, so let's get that going. Thy Kingdom Slum from Windsor. Great name, by the way. And let's do it. Let's fire off a song off their EP, A History of Descent. Here's Thy Kingdom Slum with their song 7 on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM.
Oh boy.
I love it when that thing plays after a really brutal song. I love it. It's so good. You purposely do that, don't you, Metal Mike? You put that on.
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
No way.
That's great, though. I love it. It works out so good, man. I'm
All
Richard.
right.
Yeah, Richard Morris.
I'm Richard Morris. All right, so now it's time. I was talking about a couple deep cuts earlier in the show here.
You sent me some tunes today that I could barely find because you went quite underground. So you got them with you right now, and you're gonna give us some underground metal right now.
Yeah, and it turns out, and I didn't plan this at all, but it turns out that each one of the 3 songs that I'm gonna play for you are from Quebec.
Come on.
Yeah.
Look at that, eh? And
each one of them is like relative to the thrash genre.
A lot of good thrash coming out of Quebec.
So, and we're gonna start it off, and I'm actually gonna just say a little something before each of these songs, just to kind of separate them for you,
okay?
So you don't get lost in the shuffle.
Oh yeah.
So the first one we're gonna play is by a band out of Quebec called Outbreak, and it turns out, out of my little tiny bit of digging that I found about this band, they seem to have a lot of Nazi themes in their music.
Oh.
And like I found a picture of them and it's just them.
Did Antifa like attack them yet? Shut down all their shows?
So it turns out there's a picture of them, right? And they're all like wearing swastikas and there's like a big swastika flag behind them. Yeah. And they're no longer an active band. So that's probably...
So are they a Nazi band? Are they actually...
They might be. Like I don't know for sure. I don't know if maybe they're just kind of doing that for fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're a lyrical... That's their theme. I don't know. But... I seen the picture, so it existed.
Okay.
So the band's called Outbreak, and the song is from 1986. I wrote it down as classic thrash.
Cool.
So it's not like thrash metal, but you're going to hear that classic early thrash sound here.
Even if they are Nazis, we're not promoting the Nazism. We just, if the music's good, man, The music's good.
I don't care what you're singing about.
Yeah.
The music's good. The music's good.
Music's good. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Unless you're not like, I don't know, saying like just kill, I don't know, something really brutal. Well, yeah, if you're saying about pedophilia, I guess that would probably be the worst.
Kill Joey Scaringi.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy
If those are the two things I cut. No, three things. If you talk about killing dogs or pedophilia or killing me,
Rocco is a bad dog.
no, I don't. Could you imagine that? Shut that off right now. Rocco is the best dog.
All right, so the song we're gonna play is called Master Stroke. It's by a band called Outbreak, coming out of Quebec, from 1986. Let's check it out.
Hammer Smash, 103.7 FM. Metal Mike and his deep cuts.
Yeah, we got some deep cuts here, and we and it's so crazy how actually it just happened to be all from Quebec, and I did not plan.
You didn't plan it, just
and they're all in the
turned out
thrash
that way.
genre. So yeah, there we go. That was Axioma or Axioma, I think, Axioma, and the band or the song was called Rebel Inside Joe. I almost brought in a band today that was they were called Axe Kicker. Axe Kicker.
I like that name.
And
that's cool.
It was cool, man. Cool name. They're all his dads, but I couldn't get the music, so didn't get to play them. But that's a cool name.
Hey, you could save that maybe for our dad metal show coming up if you can find them.
Yeah, potentially.
Father's Day is coming up, so don't forget we have our dad metal show coming up in a couple weeks. It's next week. All right, we'll figure it out on our next break. Yeah. But anyway, hang on.
We're guys. We don't know when holidays are.
Yeah,
we don't wait for our moms to tell us.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We wait for our moms to let us know.
All right, so don't go anywhere. We're going to come back. We're going to be talking about some Comic-Con. Don't go anywhere. Hey, turn it up. You're listening to Hammer Smash Radio 103.7 FM, CFBU. Hey, what did you do this weekend? Because I'll tell you what I did this weekend. Oh, boy, what I did this weekend. Oh, yeah. Woo! So here's the start of my Saturday. So the start of my Saturday goes, I go over and I help a coworker of mine, and I go to help him install the countertop, and I didn't expect to get paid, but it turns out I might be getting paid, so that's cool. So I go from there and I get a message from my buddy Jeff, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm at Comic-Con and I have an extra pass. Would you like to show up?" And I go, "Hard yeah, absolutely." So I drive down. I'm driving down to Comic-Con, listening to the new Dopethrone.
Oh yeah.
I pay $25 for parking.
KingBilly Kush.
KingBilly Kush. I pay $25 for parking, and I strut my way into the Scotiabank Center. And I'm at Comic-Con, which is the first one I've been to, by the way.
It is. Yep.
So I walk in there. First couple things I do is I talk to Jeff, and I talk to you. I see you. Joe's there with our enemy station, our competition.
That's right. Yep.
And I talk to him for a bit, and then I meet the man, the myth, the legend, Ric Flair.
Dude, you did, and I am so jealous.
It was so amazing.
Right? You came up to me when I was at the booth, and the very first thing you said to me was, "Buddy, oh buddy,
oh boy,
oh boy, look at this!" And you pulled out your phone and you showed me the picture of Metal Mike with Ric Flair.
I got to shake his hand a couple times. I said, "Hey man, the greatest ever." I shook his hand. I got a picture, and you know what I said to him, Joe? You know what I said to him?
What'd you say to him?
I looked at him. I said, "That is quite possibly the nicest watch I've ever seen in my life." He's got this watch on, dude. It's gold. It's like all gold, and inside, like the actual clock, there's just like hundreds of diamonds. It was insane. It was like glistening like crazy.
Oh man,
unreal.
Ric Flair, he's got thousands of them, and you met him, man. You met Ric Flair. I can't believe that.
I was all smiles the rest of the day. I couldn't stop.
Yeah, you were. You felt great.
And even better.
What could be better than meeting Ric Flair?
Well, I'll tell you what can be. Well, not better, but puts the exclamation mark on the woo. I got a free hot dog.
He did. Metal Mike got a free hot dog, and all of this went down at Comic-Con. So we were at Comic-Con at the Scotiabank Center this Saturday. Metal Mike met Ric Flair, got a free hot dog, and is that it? Is that all you got? I think. Did you buy anything? Any comics?
No,
or
I spent a lot of money.
You did spend a lot. Dude, That was awesome. That was so cool.
And I got to see the Big Show.
Yeah, it was huge.
Big old boy.
Yeah, he's a big.
That should have been his wrestling name. Big old boy.
Big old boy. Big old boy. No, that was a good time, man. Comic-Con was really fun. It was really packed this year.
It was big.
Really,
Well, it wasn't big,
really
but it
packed.
was full.
I'm proud of myself now, Mike, because usually when I go to Comic-Con, I just spend so much crap, and I bought just buy so much stuff. But I only bought one thing.
Oh yes,
It's this thing right here.
I hear it. I see
Yeah,
it.
right here. This axe. I bought a Viking medieval axe, and yeah, it looks like both. Looks like something Floki would use.
Yes,
because he uses two of them. And yeah, it's a little small axe, but yeah, no, I'm happy about it, man.
It's a nice axe.
I like it. It's a nice axe.
Joe's got a nice axe.
Yeah, Joe's got a nice axe. Think I could sharpen that?
Dude, absolutely, you can sharpen that.
Yeah, it's blunt right now. Can't sell you a sharp axe at Comic-Con.
There you go.
Yeah, Mike's taking a look at that. Thanks, man.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice axe.
Yeah, got a nice axe, and no, it was pretty cool, man. We had a good time, and yeah, I didn't get to meet anybody, but I saw a lot of people. My booth was across from
The Shermanator.
the Shermanator. Yeah.
Talk about the thing with
Oh, my buddy. So okay, so the guy who plays Shermanator in American Pie, he is played by a fellow named Chris Owen. Owen, not plurals. Owens. Those are two different people. There's a guy named Chris Owen and Chris Owens. The one that plays that's Chris Owens. He was popular for being in the X-Files. So a fellow of mine who was with me did not know this. He was not very well educated in it. And he goes up to Shermanator, aka Chris Owen, and goes, "Hey man, really loved you in the X-Files." And he's just really weird about it. Like Chris Owen, the Shermanator, was just like, "Oh yeah, okay, man." And then he walked away, and then he's like, "Oh my God, he's not in it." And then he went back and he had to apologize to him. But it turns out both those Chris Owens and Chris Owen are both Canadian actors too.
Nice.
And but if you go look it up on the internet, they both have the same page. I don't know, it's dumb. But anyway, he messed up in front of him and embarrassed himself, and I thought that was hilarious.
I'm sure they've had that before. I'm sure that's not the first time that's happened.
Probably happens a lot.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But that's pretty cool, man. I don't think I'd pay that much to go see all these people, but for Ric Flair, dude, that's pretty worth it.
You know, there's not a lot of
that's worth
people I can justify actually paying money to see and to meet.
Maybe Ozzy, I was thinking.
Well, Ozzy,
that'd be about it.
But like, it's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When are you ever going to get the chance to meet Ric Flair?
You never will.
You never will, yeah.
So that's
As
it.
a wrestler, you'll never have a chance to see him wrestle live. Hey, the music that we're hearing in the background, Seth Rollins, my boy, Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, yeah.
Saw a lot of his shirts.
Yes.
A lot of his shirts on Saturday.
Him and Macho Man.
Yes, I met a dude with the Macho Man. Did you see him around?
Yeah.
Man, he was so good. He was so good at doing it. The cream always rises to the top. The cream. I actually had to watch that again yesterday. And man, he's just pulling out creams out of nowhere. Like, where are they coming from? Pulls one from like behind Gene Okerlund's ear. Look at Macho Man. He's the best.
Love him.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, another thing too, I quickly got to bring up. If you take a look at the picture on the Facebook that I posted, it's a picture of me on Comic-Con. Metal Mike took it, and it's Victor Crowley from the movie Hatchet holding my head, which I just recommend. Go see the movie Hatchet. It is amazing. I don't know why I'm so late to the game on this. It came out in 2006, and oh my God, it's like one of the best modern old school slashers ever. I'm not going to give away too many of the kills, but I'll tell you the one that I told you on air. Like, he grabs, or off air I told you, he grabs this girl's top of her jaw, just rips her face clean off, and it's crazy. It's so brutal. Yeah, if any hammerheads listening right now, after you're done listening to the show, and if you don't got to work in the morning, go watch Hatchet. Yeah, go watch it.
You heard it here first.
It's so good, man. It's all I've been thinking about all day. And Slayer and other things.
We had a lot of stuff.
We did. We had a lot of stuff going on, man. Comic-Con and Slayer and, you moving a couch.
No, a countertop.
A countertop.
And helping to fix a fence today.
Oh, yeah, you fixed the fence. Well, you watched your dad fix the fence.
Well, I helped my dad for a second.
Yeah.
But I still help, damn it. I'll take it.
It's a good week, though, man. Good week. Yeah. Good stuff going on. I also went to Springalicious, too, this weekend. Springalicious and Comic-Con. Big weekend.
Any quick memorable stories from Springalicious?
Nothing really metal. Yeah, nothing really. It was a big family day,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but it was a nice, like, break. It was kind of like a break from metal for a little bit because it was all like really nice music today. Really nice. Like I went up to one of the bands and I told her like how really good it was, and she could tell that like it's not my type of music. She's like, oh really? Like it's not very, it's different. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm used to hearing brutal stuff all the time, so it's nice to hear something a little bit different. But we're back on Hammer Smashed, and we're gonna be playing some brutal, heavy stuff for you. We're gonna do a quick break, Metal Mike, and we'll come back with some new stuff. How about that?
Yeah.
New Kataklysm, new Ghost, back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I don't even think we'll be. Well, we will introduce them, but I don't think we'd have to because you could definitely know the difference.
Yeah, I think you'll know the difference between them. And we'll come back and talk after some new Kataklysm and new Ghost right after this. Hey, Hammer Smash, 103.7 FM, CFBU. So we just give you a block of some metal right there. Kataklysm, Ghost, and hopefully I'm not butchering this on air. Sargeist from Finland.
Or Sargeist.
Sargeist? That seems like the best one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Sargeist, like poltergeist. Okay, we'll stick with that one.
Yeah, here we are now. We made it.
Yeah, we did it. There we go. You want to mention that now, man? I love this. I think this is a great story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me and Metal Mike, we were just talking about something during that last song about someone who just recently who died in the metal community, which kind of sad, but kind of
like
kind of
the circumstances.
Yeah, the way it turned out, it's pretty perfect the way it turned out.
So there's a band you might have heard of called Anal Kunt.
Yeah, Anal Kunt. Anal Kunt. Or AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
And they lost their guitar player, which is sad. They lost their guitar player, but the way they lost, the way he died is just perfect for this band.
So if you know anything about this band, you know that like most of their song titles, and if you listen to our show, when we had Chronic Aggression on our show, we read some of their song titles on the air.
Yes,
and
we did.
They have very, very interesting song titles, like Wind Chimes Are Gay. And
Pottery is gay.
Yeah, your favorite band is Supertramp.
That was a good one.
So their song titles are all just absolutely hilarious. Now, it's unfortunate that he passed away. And I believe, are you looking for it right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it right now, but I'm trying to find the actual story on it. But well, anyway, I guess he suffered some type of injury off of an escalator. But he died off.
Is that it right there?
It is. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, Josh Martin is the one who died. Yeah, it's an escalator. I thought it was an elevator. But yeah, escalator. Josh Martin, the
so
guitar
read the
player.
Headline.
Okay, I'll just say the end. Okay, I'll say it. So AC's guitarist Josh Martin dies after falling off an escalator.
That's literally a song title for that band.
That's a song title. That literally is. Totally is.
His death is a perfect song title for that band. And I would not be surprised if they get like another guitar player and then write that song.
Yeah. Oh, I could totally see it happening. But they'll probably call it falling off escalators is gay. Because that's the joke that's going around everywhere. Like if you look in the comments, that's what everyone's saying.
What people are saying.
Probably, yeah. Everyone's saying that. Like someone said, like I saw a status that said "Rip Josh Martin." Someone commented and be like, "Yes, dying off escalators is gay." It's just everywhere. That's an anal, AC joke. So. Don't get mad because we're allowed to say
we're allowed to say anal on the show. We just can't say.
No, I'm talking about the gay part.
Oh,
people get mad about that, but that's their insight. That's like the inside joke.
Those are song titles, and I'm going to say it whether you're offended or not. Yeah. Those are song titles.
Yeah, it's a song title. That literally is in pretty much most of their songs. It's like that. They're not like with anal. They're not making fun of anybody.
No,
that's just. I think they totally do it. Seth Putnam, the lead singer who died of a heart attack. Perfect the way.
There's another song title for him.
That is. It actually is.
Anal Kunt dies.
Yeah, it literally is. But what was I going to say? I was listening to an interview with him, and he literally just goes out of his way to just come up with the most ridiculous song titles to just piss people off or just to make them laugh or whatever it is. Yeah, just to cause a reaction. And the songs sometimes are just and 3 seconds of that.
That's it.
Just because of the song title.
Hey, whatever works.
But died off falling off an escalator. Did he just fall off, I guess? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what happened. But
how does that even happen? Like, how do you fall off an escalator?
Hey, man.
There's railings.
Probably did it for the song.
You know, it probably was.
Just killed himself.
It probably
for the
was.
song.
You ever like try to walk up escalators, but there's like a person who's in front of you who just decides that they're not going to continue walking? It's like, oh, the stairs are moving, so I should just stand
The point of
still.
escalators are to keep walking on them.
Yeah.
It's to go faster, not just stand there.
So he's probably trying to get by him. He's like, hey, excuse me.
Yeah,
pardon me.
I gotta go somewhere. I gotta get out of here.
Like, but he trips or something. Or
Yeah.
And he falls off. Or what if like they always say tie your shoes when you're going on the escalator?
Yeah, he got sucked underneath. Imagine that.
His shoelace.
This is the only band you can like joke about the death of any of the members.
Yeah.
Because that's what they would want.
Yeah, well,
that's exactly what they want. Like, if you're not making fun of them, then that's like that's disrespectful.
I would think so.
Like, if you were being respectful about their death, I think they would like look at you with like disgust.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's nice. That's escalator. But well, while we're on the topic of people dying, here's a little downer, a little sad thing. Someone actually did die at a ghost show just recently. But what's cool about Papa, he knew what was going down, and he stopped the show, which is respectable. Like, it's kind of would suck. Someone died during the middle of the show, and like the band would keep going. That would kind of suck. Pretty disrespectful for the fella. So they did stop the show for the guy, and I think they did a tribute for his family. They reached out to him.
I don't remember
stuff like that.
I know they did post what happened to the guy. I didn't read the article.
I think it was actually it was really hot. It was really hot in that area. I was reading a lot of the comments about it, and of people that were actually at the show, and it was just really, really hot. He was a bigger guy. He might have had a coat on or something. I don't know. And he just passed out. I think he had his heart stopped or something like that.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is a little unfortunate. But, good. Like I said, good thing that Papa recognized that, and he, stopped the show. They didn't keep on going. Which, Cannibal Corpse didn't stop the show when I left in a stretcher.
You left, like, your personality, your actual soul left your body.
I did, man. I totally did.
Now you're not even Joey.
No, I'm not.
You're not Joey.
Yeah, the Joey, like, came out of the scar. It came right out of the open wound. Remember that?
Yeah.
Someone actually pointed that out to me the other day. It was one of my friend's mom who I haven't seen in, like, a really long time. And, we're talking, catching up. And she goes, "Oh my God, what happened to your head?" And I didn't want to say.
What happened to your head?
Yeah, I know. She's, I know, right? Like,
as if it's like a huge wound.
I know. Yeah, I actually, when she said that, I'm like, "What? Did something happen?" She goes, "No, the scar." And then she pointed to the Cannibal Corpse scar. And I didn't want to say that I was headbanging in a mosh pit to this like respectable lady. So I told her I got in a hockey fight. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worse. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I got in a fight." She's like, "Oh dear, are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Oh dearie.
But yeah, someone brought back the scar. Pretty sweet.
So what's up? Do we got any music to play before we
Yeah.
get on out of here or
Let's
what?
get some music going on. Oh yeah, here we go. We got some stoner doom. We just got a bunch of black and some death metal rolling. So let's slow things down with some stoner doom.
Yeah, coming out of Toronto here is a band called Keef.
When I saw this name, I knew right away it's their stoner.
Initially, you asked, like, okay, what genre is Keef? Oh.
Yeah. They're stoner doom. There is Keef with the song Evilizer on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM. Yeah. Nice. Some Keef. That Keef, it's tough with the Keef because that song, it hurt my throat. Yeah, it hurt my throat. Keef, that's what it'll do to ya.
Yeah, so that's Keef with the song Evilizer coming out of Toronto. They're no longer a band anymore as well. I'm pretty sure they broke up a few years back. So a lot of songs we played, well, at least a lot of songs that I brought in this week are just the bands no longer exist. So
yeah, but you know what? It's all right. That's the deep cuts. We just gave ourselves a new bit each week. Metal Mites, deep cuts. Yeah,
that sounds so depressing.
It does, doesn't it? Kind of.
We're gonna come up with
sad stuff. Hey, Metal Mike, you know what is more depressing than that?
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
You know what that means? That means
boy.
Get your lunch, put it in the fridge, get it nice and ready because you got to get up early in the morning.
Put some talcum powder in them steel-toe boots so you don't get a rash on your foot.
That's right. Yep. Get those steel-toe boots nice and ready. Put your clothes out on the the chair in your room, so you don't got to be fussing around for them in the morning.
Prepare your water bottles before the morning.
Yep. Make sure those corned beef sandwiches and Black Forest ham has some mustard on them.
I actually went to the store today. I bought a new thing of mustard.
Do you? Good for you. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I was out.
Do you, when you make your sandwiches, like for the day before, do you put the mustard on the sandwich?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
See, I put the mustard in like a little thing so I could put it on like around there.
I don't care. Put the damn mustard on. Throw it in the fridge.
Throw it on, yeah. Okay. Well,
put it in a Ziploc.
Hey, man, mustard's mustard. As long as you got mustard, it's all right.
Absolutely.
That's all right, yeah. So make sure you're getting ready for work because it's time, to end the show. We're done.
That's it.
Yeah, we're ending the show and going to work in the morning.
I gotta work. Gotta move some wood. Put it from over there to over here. Cut it, then put it back.
Yeah, and I gotta yell at people, scare them. Yeah, I'm scaring people tomorrow.
Nice.
That'll be fun, kind of refreshing, doing all like nice stuff this whole weekend. So it's kind of gonna be like refreshing now to do some scary stuff tomorrow. That'll be fun. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Had some good tunes. If you liked what you heard, then you can go to our Facebook page, go check out the playlist, go check out the bands, and listen to the bands. If you like them, support them. Bandcamp, do it. All that stuff.
And then I'll probably get the podcast going up on tomorrow night.
Yes.
Tomorrow night I'll probably edit that up, get it up there. So if you missed a little bit of segments, you can go listen back. And
yeah, we talked about our time at Slayer. We talked about Comic-Con. Metal Mike gave me a story of some crazy stuff that went on
the 406.
On the 406. If you don't know what the story is, well, you got to wait for the podcast, buddy. You're a little bit late because we're done.
Yep.
We're done. We're going to leave you with one last song. And I'll give you some death metal because, you know what I'm really pumped about? I talk about this every week. The documentary that Cannibal Cam is doing, The Growl, which I am super stoked for. He just released that a trailer is coming out maybe sometime this week, so keep an eye on that. Go follow The Growl's Instagram page and their Facebook. A lot of great content coming out of there. He's always posting stuff about old school death metal. And I think he shared something about, some old school immolation. Had me listening to some old school immolation. I'm like, oh man, there's some good stuff, buddy. I'm going to play it on the show. So we'll end some with immolation and, go follow The Growl because there's good death metal coming out of there. And follow our Facebook page, too. Give us a shout, give us a like, message us on the Messenger.
Yeah, you can find us on Hammer Smash 103.7 FM on the Facebooks. We're always on it somehow. One of us is always replying.
Yeah, that's how we get the music from Trevor. Thanks again to Trevor for sending us, the music from Thy Kingdom Slum. We had that on air today, and we'll probably play that again sometime soon because I dug it. And we got lots of CDs by them, too, so stay tuned. You might win some of that stuff. So, we are going to end with immolation. We'll see you next week. I'm Hammer Smash Joey.
Metal Mike.
And as always, may the metal be with you.
And also with you.
We out.